LIFEFORM Chairs has been a leading manufacturer in the office chair industry for over 45 years. With 5 generations of experience as a family-run company, starting with leather upholstery, customer service and quality production is our goal. The heirloom quality can be seen and felt in our products. Providing the world's most customizable office chairs, we can accommodate any user. Our products have been proudly handcrafted in Calgary, Canada since 1976. Here I have the Palisades Classic, and we're gonna go over the adjustments and how to adjust it as we're sitting. The first couple adjustments that we wanna make before we have a seat are the adjustments that we'll need to get up and down for. So starting out on the right-hand side of the chair, if we're sitting into it, we have the small paddle located just behind the knob. That paddle is gonna allow us to raise the seat up, or if we're sitting in it, lower it down. It's best practice to raise the seat up a little higher than you think you might need, so we can lower it from there. The next adjustment's gonna be on the opposite side, so the left-hand side of the mechanism as we're sitting, and that's gonna be the seat depth adjustment. So a similar paddle to the height adjustment located just behind the knob on the left side. As we pull this paddle up, we can put our hand just at the seat pan and the lower part of the backrest, and it allows us to pull that seat slider or change the seat depth. Now, as we pull that depth out, we can go ahead and have a seat, and we'll fine tune these adjustments. So from here, we want to see our hips just slightly above our knees with our feet flat on the floor or supported on a footrest. So I'm gonna lower this just a little bit. And as we sit, we want to ensure for the seat depth that we have about 2 to 3 fingers from the back of, or the edge of the seat pan to the back of our leg. That's going to allow for optimal support and contact to the high density contoured seat pan. The next adjustment we'll talk about is the tilt lock and unlock. This is going to be the knob on the left-hand side of the mechanism next to where the seat depth adjustment is. As we rotate this knob towards the front of the chair, you'll hear an audible click, and that releases the backrest. Allows us to float freely and recline. We can also lock this position into 5 adjustable recline depths. To lock it, we simply rotate towards the back of the chair. You'll notice that this chair has an anti-kick recline mechanism. So as we're reclined back and maybe have it locked into place, once we release that recline, the backrest isn't gonna spring forward and hit. We need to lean back, you'll hear the click, and it releases that recline. To fine tune or adjust the tension of that recline, we have your tilt tension adjustment here on the right-hand side. It's the knob that allows us to rotate towards the back, which will loosen tension, or towards the floor, which will increase tension, making it stiffer. The next adjustment we'll have and talk about is the height of the backrest, which works off of a ratchet system. So there's no buttons or levers to release this. We simply lift from the bottom of the backrest, and if we move slowly, we can adjust the height to the desirable position and ensure that the lumbar support fits just above the belt line. If we've gone too far, we can raise it all the way up, and that'll reset it back down to the bottom, so you can start from there. Lastly, we'll talk about the adjustable arms. We have a few different adjustments that can be made to accommodate the user or the type of work at hand. We can rotate the arms inward and outward. We can move the arms forward and backwards, as well as adjust the height position by squeezing the small tab on the outside of the arm with the arm pad, getting to the desired height, and it'll lock into place. Lastly, we can adjust the width to accommodate a wider user range, depending on the preference. Simply loosen the star-shaped hand screw underneath the arm bracket, and you can slide the arm bracket itself inwards or outwards. Again, adjusting the depth of where those arms are positioned. And that's the overview of the adjustments on the Palisades Classic.